I tried a period cramp simulator. It all started when my sister told me periods were worse than getting kicked in the balls.
Today, my boyfriend is going to try the period simulator.
Okay, I'm dead.
The concept that we need to compare period pain to getting kicked in the testicles, like, first of all, why does this content go viral? Because it's catchy, and we love this idea of like no, this is worse, that's worse. It's like this pain competition, and that's really stupid because nobody's benefiting from that. The biggest myths that I hear all the time about periods, both in person and on social media, are that periods are supposed to hurt. And when you get your period, life is supposed to shut down. It's okay if you miss school. It's just the worst time of the month, and you just have to suck it up and deal with it. And that is totally not true. Isn't actually a medical diagnosis. If what you mean by that term is that you're having irregular cycles, that could be related to your hormones, estrogen and progesterone, not being in the right ratios at the right times of your cycle. And so this can lead to abnormal periods in that what you're not getting is the normal building up of the lining of the uterus. And then when you don't get pregnant, it sloughs off and you have a period. And so you may only have very irregular periods. And when you do have them, there may be a lot that's there that comes out, and that can be heavy and crampy and painful. And it's true that periods can be, the time that you get your period can be crampy or uncomfortable, but it's not supposed to stop your life. You shouldn't have to be losing days at work or taking off from school for a couple days every single month. I mean, that's just not the way to live. And the fact that society even thinks that that might be normal shows us just how messed up we view periods and how little we know about our bodies. Let's be real. If men and penis owners had periods, we would not at all have this concept in our minds that periods just suck. We'd have 27 different treatments. Like, it's definitely a gender bias thing. And we have studies that show that in all aspects of healthcare, women, their pain is taken less seriously. Their disorders where they, suffer from exclusively tend to be diagnosed later. A great example is endometriosis or adenomyosis or fibroids. It's this idea of like, well, that's just what being a woman is, right? Childbirth just sucks, so suck it up. Having a period just sucks. And we're told that we're strong and we're tough and we're just supposed to deal with it. People with vaginas who are of color, they do way worse when it comes to getting their problems diagnosed, treated, taken seriously. So they face this bias every single day. And in the doctor's office, that's no difference. And so as a healthcare provider, I think the best thing you can do when it comes to taking these things seriously is acknowledge your bias. When I am caring for somebody who's different than me, and there's lots of ways that people can be different than me, whether it's weight or color or gender expression, is I stop and I do what's called an implicit bias check, where I just think, okay, Jen, would I be treating this patient differently if they were the CEO of a company and they were white and rich and famous? Or is this the exact same treatment that I'd give to everybody? And my goal is to always give that same treatment, but acknowledging my humanity and trying to check that. Don't ever be told it's all in your head, or you just need to relax, or you need to have more sex, or you need to have a glass of wine. And these are all terrible things that I have had people say that other healthcare providers have said to them. And you would never say that to somebody who has diabetes and needs treatment for high blood sugars. You wouldn't say, well, that's just all in your head. And if you have spoken up and you have been brushed off or not taken seriously, I want to give you permission to never go back to that healthcare provider again, because pain is real and you matter. And we have so many ways that we can make you feel better. And there's no need to suffer in this day and age.